Hey, Alexia, how are you doing?
Hey, Foster, I am fine. A little bit cold now.
Yeah, you're in America. That means we have a serious climate problem of air conditioning. Someone needs to do something about it. It's getting so cold in here.
And how about you? Are you okay?
I'm good. I am doing very, very well. Thank you. So, Alexia, in the last episode, we started talking about this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You remember that?
I did, of course.
Okay. So yesterday we just started talking about the first 3 habits, but as we tend to do, we talked a lot. So today we're going to do habits 4, 5, 6, and 7. Are you
4
ready?
of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ready to go?
Yes, I am.
We got 4. That means we can't waste any time. We're going straight to the bush. Oh, I was trying to say we're going straight to the point, but I also wanted to explain the phrase, let's do not beat around the bush. So I said straight to the bush.
Okay, only you understand this because I couldn't get the joke at all.
Yeah, do you understand the phrase to beat around the bush?
But bush is like arbusto, right?
Yeah, it's like a
The
big
small
plant,
plants, but very
Yeah.
short.
or a
plants.
small tree, either
Yeah,
one.
so arbusto.
Yeah, so when you beat around the bush, that means you are not talking directly, you know? Someone's like, hey, are you going to the party tomorrow? You're like, hey,
I
think
don't
so.
know, maybe. Yeah.
Brazilians are pretty good at that.
It's a part of our charm.
Yeah, it's part of what makes Brazilians so damn cute.
Yes.
Anyway, so beating around the bush, straight to the point. Where are we? Habit number 4. Alexia, can I get a drum roll, please?
Just one thing. The 4th habit.
Excellent, TH. Excellent.
4th.
Now
Okay.
give me a drum roll.
Drrrr.
Habit number 4, to be a highly effective, successful person, take over the world, is think win-win.
Win-win. We love win-win.
Win-win. We actually recorded an episode about the concept of win-wins. I believe it was episode number 79, if I'm not mistaken.
God. I have no idea.
Yeah, a long time ago. So, Alexia, when you hear win-win, what do you think of? What are some
Everyone
of
is
your
happy.
first reactions?
That's it. Everyone is happy. Everyone is satisfied with what they have.
Perfect.
All the parts.
Yeah. Everyone's happy. Everyone wins. Can you think of a situation that would be a win-win?
Yeah. This podcast.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing.
This podcast, we record, we do our best. We think that we are making a very good product for you guys. And you guys listen to a very, very good show.
Yeah, it's fun for us. We get to talk about things that we talk about anyway, and people listen to it. And I think we are hopefully helping people and having fun at the same time.
Yeah.
Win-win.
It's a win-win.
Yeah. So what he talks about in the book a lot is that most people do not see the world with a win-win mentality.
Yeah, they always see it as a competition, I think.
Right. That every situation has a winner and a loser. Another way to say this, if we're really talking about economics, is zero sum. Do you know that phrase?
No idea.
If, like, I don't know, if you're talking about geopolitics and it's a zero sum negotiation, that means that someone is going to win, someone's going to lose.
Yeah.
Right. And he argues in the book that almost everyone sees the world and all of their interactions in this negative win-lose kind of way. What do you think about that?
I think that a lot of people don't know that they are thinking like that. Okay, I have to work. I have to go back home. I have to spend time with my wife, my husband, my boyfriend, whatever. And I still need to do my stuff. And they think that getting to English, if I study English, I will be spending less time with my family or working or anything like that.
Yeah. I see this in my life all the time where, for example, I'm trying to exercise more, right? I can create any win-lose situation. Like, I really want to exercise right now, but if I exercise, that means I won't be able to finish all of my emails for today. And I have a million excuses of why this is a win-lose situation when I could make it a win-win. I could say, you know what? I'm going to exercise and then I'm going to feel great. Then I'll have more energy and I can finish my work and be happy.
That's it.
Yeah.
So this is win-win. And the next habit?
The next habit number 5. Can I get a drum roll?
Before the drum roll, the 5th habit.
Okay, before the drum roll.
O que eu falei?
Drum roll.
Roll.
Yeah, drum roll.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Okay. The 5th habit is
seek first to understand, then to be understood. Okay, so do you understand this one?
I do.
This one's a little bit more confusing.
No. You have to have open ears to understand what the others want from you or what you can offer the others. Like us, we saw that Brazilians have a very, very trouble. Have trouble. Not very, very. Has trouble. No, have trouble. Oh my God. They have trouble.
Alexia is Brazilian, by the way.
They have trouble. We have trouble with the TH sound.
I don't have any trouble. My TH is awesome.
Brazilians, are you Brazilian?
Eu sou.
No.
Nasci em Curitiba.
With the TH sound. So
Yeah.
we understood that, and we are giving a lot of podcasts and tips how to do it.
Yeah, but for me to be able to teach Brazilians how to do that, honestly, I had to listen to Brazilians making mistakes with the TH for like 5 years.
Yeah, but if you think about it's just like a cycle.
Yeah. So really what he was talking about in the book, he did not say it in such direct terms, but more or less he says that everyone is a really shitty listener and that people need to listen more.
Can I say something that I think about me? I think I'm a very good listener.
Yes, I agree. I think you're a good listener. But he tells me this concept. I'm not saying but because you're not.
No.
I'm just adding to the conversation. He talks about empathetic listening. So listening with empathy. So he's saying that most people, they listen to you, but the only reason they're listening is so they can give you a response.
Yeah, and not to like try to help you. Like
Yeah.
be part of that thing.
Or not to understand you, or not to really connect with your problems and what you're trying to work with. So listening with empathy is you really have to make a conscious effort to decide, okay, I'm going to listen to what this person has to say, and then only when I truly understand them, then I can respond.
Yeah, listen to your heart.
Yeah, well, I guess in this case, it would kind of be listen to the other person's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't really make a great language analogy, but language is all about human connection, empathy, caring and connecting with others.
I can
And-
make a very good language connection.
Do it, please.
For example, me, if I'm gonna listen to one of your friends and try to understand what they are saying, I have to be very good in English. So, learning languages can help each other.
Yeah, yeah. I think that is a great way to transition to the next habit. The 6th habit, Alexia, can I get a drum roll? Synergize by treating others with openness and respect. So first we need to talk about the word synergize. So for some reason the word synergy became popular in like the 1990s. Do you know what that means?
Synergia.
Do you guys have that word too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It used to be like a very corporate word. Like, oh, the synergy of marketing and finance will come together and then we'll take over the industry.
Nowadays is with more energy, like sinergia entre as pessoas. The exchange of good energy between people.
Yeah. I think synergy is not only when you have two energies connecting, but when you have a variety of things that come together and compound to produce excellent, excellent results. And he's talking about pretty much if you're open and nice to everyone and respect everyone, eventually good things will start happening in life.
Yeah.
Karma, that kind of
Karma.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe in karma.
Yeah. You do?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Cool. We can have another podcast on karma. You're talking about the new GoPro drone, right? So when I was thinking about synergy and language has a lot of disparate, disconnected parts, right? You have pronunciation, you have grammar, you have body language, you have people you have to talk to, you have syntax, you have all of these different parts of language, and they're relatively disconnected. And only when you really start focusing on these things in a unified way do you get that kind of synergetic effect. Like when you really improve your pronunciation, then you start really listening and understanding more. When you start understanding more, then you want to speak more because you can speak better.
And then you start to communicate better.
Yeah, then you start wanting to have conversations because it's fun and it's not embarrassing. And then you make friends, and then you meet Alexia, and then everything's great. Synergy.
Oh.
So, Alexia, the last point. Give me a drum roll.
The seventh habit. Drrrr.
Sharpen the saw if you want to keep sawing.
Okay.
First, do you know what a saw is?
Serra.
Serra. Yeah, it's the thing you use to cut wood.
And to sharp, it's like ficar afiado. Fazê-la afiada. Yeah.
Right.
So sharpen the saw if you want to keep sawing.
If you want to cut down a lot of trees, personally, I don't cut down trees because I'm not very strong and I have no reason to cut down trees. I work on the computer. If you want to cut down trees, your saw always has to be very sharp. If not, it won't work anymore.
Yeah.
And he's saying this with all of the first 6 habits. He's just saying you have to continually practice them every day, like constant improvement.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think that's what we always say in this podcast: repetition, repetition, repetition.
Yeah, but it is much easier said than done.
Yes, it is. Like right now with my French classes, I make the same mistake every time, and I need to get it correct. So next class, I promise myself that I will say it correctly, so I will practice a lot.
But you always have to sharpen those tools, make sure that you're continually improving. Really, I think the best life philosophy is just, can you do a little bit better than yesterday? With
That's
English, with your mental, emotional, physical health, with your relationships. If you can just do a little bit better than you did yesterday, then you're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, you have to think that you can always improve to yourself and then to the others.
Exactly. You got to take care of yourself to take care of others.
This was very Caramel Brown.
Yeah, from Fab 5, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, which we will talk about in another episode.
Yes.
We will see you guys later. Have a great week.